Hi YouTube, BB here. Today's movie review. I'm sick with the cold right now. Today's movie review is Necessary Parties, a made-for-TV film from 1987 featuring Mark Paul Gosselaar and Alan Arkin. Alan Arkin right there as the mechanic slash lawyer. And Mark Paul Gosselaar, aka Zach Morris, is trash. He played a boy named Chris, 14, whose parents are constantly antagonizing each other and angry at each other and fighting and not compatible with each other. They've lost their flame, and so they announce they're getting a divorce. And Chris, played by Zach Morris, is trash. He decides to sue. Or it was convenient that his teacher, aka the black lady from Carmen in San Diego, was his history teacher. And she was talking about the US Constitution and Bill of Rights, and Zach Morris asks her, well, does that apply to kids too? I mean, this is that kind of movie, not just from the 80s or 90s, but it's that kind of movie that has that the kid tells the story, not from their adult perspective in hindsight, say like Radio Flyer or The Sandlot. Those are nice movies. But this movie is really told from the kid's perspective because the kid asks the big questions in the very beginning of the movie. And then they decide to use the answers to their advantage to fix the problem. And the problem was, he didn't want his parents to divorce. And he couldn't accept it. And he wanted to keep the family together because he saw it was damaging him, but he was more interested in protecting the integrity and upbringing of his 6-year-old younger sister named Jenny, who at one point in the movie decided to run away. And at 6 years old, Jenny was constantly sharing her feelings through her actions of play and destructive play, but also using Bunny, a stuffed animal, as her speaking model. Bunny feels this, Bunny is doing that, etc. So, living through the feelings, applying her real feelings to her toy, which made sense. And at the very end, when Jenny shows up, while they're out in the car looking for her, she says, it was Bunny's idea to run away. And she had this makeshift, like, crazy rope system of all of her stuffed animals all over her. It was cute, but it was the reflection of so much emotional damage and turmoil to the psyche of a 6-year-old who decides that running away from her problems is the only answer. Yeah. What's up, Doc? Anyways, Alan Arkin plays a very disorganized, chaotic mechanic who has had a bad track record with winning cases. And at the very end, something good happens. At the very end, it's wonderful. It's not a picture-perfect ending, but it was enough for this boy to set precedent, because there hadn't been a precedent set before his journey. So yeah, there you go. It's a free movie on the streaming platform Freevee, or what used to be IMDb. So Freevee movies, Freevee streaming platform, check it out. It's a good movie. Definitely has that mid to late 80s feel of a made-for-TV movie, but it gets to the point pretty quickly at the beginning of the movie. apparently I've been watching too many made-for-TV movies in the past few days, and it's just like, well, are you gonna get to the point? 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in, 40 minutes in, then they get to the points. This one took about maybe 8 minutes. It gave you the backstory, it gave you the backdrop, it gave you the family setting, it gave you the lead-in to the kid in a history class learning about the Constitution and learning that kids have rights too. And it goes pretty quick from there. There's a gap somewhere in the middle of the movie, though, that just kind of feels like filler, but it's not filler. It's there to be just slightly background noise. But eventually that fades out, and it becomes something else. And you see how different kids in the kids with divorced parents support group in this movie are affected by their parents' divorce. And actually, it's the teacher leading the group who is most condescending towards all the kids. And the kids were like, "You make me anxious voicing your concerns. I don't want to hear your concerns, teacher." Because he kept on trying to get kids to share their concerns and then trying to limit what their conversation topics could be while just wanting to talk about his own things. Anyways, I recommend this movie to anyone who is interested in maybe not so much based on a true story concept, but it feels like it. And it's a good movie. And it was before Zach Morris was a blonde. So yeah, there's that. Okay, movie review finished. Bye.